We moved into our house here in 1989, and about 5 years later, Erin was diagnosed with ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease. And our lives completely changed at that point for obvious reasons. She, within a 3-year period, lost all of her muscle movement gradually. She was an artist prior to this and had planned to really pursue that. Once she was diagnosed with ALS, she kind of lost the spirit. And for about 3 or 4 or 5 years, she didn't even do anything creatively. But somewhere along the way there, after our son was born and we'd gone through all this process of the Lou Gehrig's disease taking its toll on her, and she really was pretty much like she is now in a wheelchair, not any movement except her face, we discovered that she could actually operate a computer.
Curry installed the software that allowed my communication device to interface with our computer. Technology brought me back to art.
About a year ago, we started to have some problems financially in general, including making the mortgage payments. But I had some things I thought I could fall back on, but they fell through. The economy was a big factor with business and everything. We had a flood in the middle of it all. And the next thing I knew, it had gotten in too deep, and we were basically facing a foreclosure situation. And we actually got there. We actually had our house sold at the courthouse steps.
When Curry came home that spring day and told me we'd lost the house, I was devastated.
Erin, as I think she may be able to tell you as well, emailed some people, and the next thing we knew, we had a whole community coming together.
We were not eager to share our problems with the world, but we saw the necessity. We were not prepared for what happened next. Our story went public, in the paper, on the news, on Facebook, on Twitter.
In the movie It's a Wonderful Life, everybody knows George Bailey, and they say, you know, George is in trouble, and everybody steps forward. And that's what happened here. Erin's in trouble.
And people responded. People everywhere responded.
We raised about $145,000 over about a 14-day period, and that is kind of breathtaking, particularly given the flood had just happened in Nashville, the economy is as it is, and also the diversity of the folks who came forward. People who had nothing gave, people who had lots gave, and yeah, I was just surprised by the magnitude of the goodness.
We can have our little complaints about life and we can have our ups and downs, but we are grateful every day that we are just simply in this house.
More than anything else, this experience has taught me how strong we can be when we work together for good. I like to think that we live in the house that love saved. It's a good feeling.